Hello, my lovelies. Can we get the game stream up, please? Please and thank you. OBS. OBS, you're always doing this to me. You're always doing this to me. Today we're playing Black Void. That's my favorite game. I swear Celeste is always doing this to me. Look, I have the game selected. There we go. There we go. Good work, Twitch. You did it. So I hope everyone's been doing well. I've had a day. I've had a pretty good day, I would say. There was a little bit of a miscommunication, cause my partner has recently started working from home some of the time. Let's see. Oh god, this looks horrible. Shrimp check? Don't worry, my posture is perfect. Dink might waiter, I will do that as well. But my partner is now occasionally working from home. And what that means in a practical sense is that Wednesday is a little bit different. But I did not realize that they were starting that today. And so I scheduled my stream at the normal time, when in fact, they were still going to be working at the time in the same office that we both stream in. So, had to delay it a little bit, and future Wednesday streams will probably be a little later in the day in general. Okay? Other than that, though, nothing major should change. But just so y'all know, for the future. Okay, so I have to be there. Well, we share a tiny 2-bedroom apartment, and the second bedroom is what we use as the office. Oh, he can just go. Okay. So yeah, future streams will probably also be around 5, maybe a little bit later. We'll see. But that shouldn't change too much for y'all. Oh, okay, I have to jump at the end there. Yeah, you know, it would be nice to have a little more space. It definitely would. I hit the wrong button. Nice. You've always wanted to catch one of these streams? Well, they're gonna be at around this time on Wednesdays going forwards, so if you could catch it now, then maybe you could catch the future ones too. I'm super happy to have you. Up, up, up. Okay. I think I need to turn the volume down for myself real quick. It's a wee bit loud today for some reason. At least it's coming across as loud to me. Okay, and then we go, oh, that looks like a nightmare. Hey. Okay, I've dropped the music down a little bit. Is the audio balancing okay? How are we feeling now? What is this funky fella? Oh. Ho ho ho, I see. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, well. Buh. 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 I like these bouncy things. They're silly. They're also kinda problematic for me, but hey, that was kinda slick. There we go. Phase ceiling again? Hmm? What does that mean? Oh, seal is in bleh. I was like, am I being sealed away? Am I being sealed in like concrete or something? But no, we're talking about the seal noises. We're talking seal noises. Here we go. Kinda slick. Kinda slick with it, what can I say? Jesus Christ, what is this? What is this? Wow. Thank you, little cough. On the subject of coughs, I have finally used the last of the cold brew concentrate. I'm currently drinking the last of the cold brew. The evil has been defeated. Well. Oof. Only took 2 months. Yeah, only took 2 months to work through all that coffee. Well. Yeah, cold brew concentrate. So basically, it's super extra ultimate caffeinated cold brew. And the idea is that you mix it with water or milk in order to make it into normal coffee. And my partner's parents got me a ton of bottles of it for my birthday. They got me a total of 1 1/4 gallons of it. Why does it exist? If you want to make cold brew at home and don't have the stuff for it, or are just being lazy. You can also get like espresso concentrate, that's a thing too. And that's if you don't have like an espresso maker, but you want espresso for some reason, you just use that. Is there nothing up here? There's gotta be something, right? You know, I would expect that response from someone named Coffee Shade. Thank you for the head pats. I'm definitely a fan myself. It's just, it was so much of it, right? It was so much coffee that like, I genuinely was concerned about it expiring because there was so much. And I was drinking this basically every day for 2 months. So, pretty intense stuff, I gotta say. When would it have expired? So that question varies because it was split into 5 quarter-gallon bottles. And so they would have expired at different times, but the earliest ones would have been expiring around now. It's just a lot of coffee. It's a lot of coffee. It's a lot of coffee. And I like coffee. I'm a big coffee drinker. If I had room, this is another kind of issue with this apartment. If I am allowed to complain a little, this apartment has, yeah, 1 1/4 gallons. This apartment has a tiny, tiny kitchen. When I say I like coffee, I don't typically drink like black coffee. I add fancy yummies to it, you know? Bleh, bleh. The coffee itself, like that part of it, is an aspect of the flavor, and it's a good aspect of the flavor. But to me, just that on its own is not super good. But one of my big dreams, eventually, is to one day have an apartment that's big enough, or a home that's big enough. I always do this. I dream of an apartment, right? Like I look into my future and I don't think someday I'm gonna own a house. I think someday I'll have a slightly larger apartment. Someday I'll rent something slightly nicer than this, right? I do think that's sort of emblematic of the society that I currently live in right now, you know? The housing market is a nightmare. But someday I want to have a home that has enough space to have an espresso maker, right? In my kitchen, I want an espresso maker and I want a milk steamer, because something that really, really appeals to me personally is the idea of being able to like have friends come over and make lattes or shaken espressos or anything like that for them. It would make me so happy to be able to do that when I have guests over. And just to be able to make myself nice coffee in the morning, like properly, instead of using concentrates and that sort of thing. I would be a happy camper. But our kitchen is tiny and cluttered at all times. So a bigger apartment is like a necessity if that's ever going to happen. I feel like the way that I could get a house is if the housing market crashes, right? Like that. It's kind of fucked up, but I feel like there are a lot of people my age who are like, if the housing market crashed, my life would actually become measurably better. And I think a society where people are rooting for that is one that has gone horribly, horribly wrong, right? Oh. Okay, I see. Ah, damn. Well, yeah, to be clear, I think an ideal society would be one fully free of capitalism, where everyone is guaranteed a home and food and medical care and all of the necessities for their lives. But you know, in the society we currently live in, just let that housing market crash, baby. Let that market crash. Let all those landlords suffer. Honestly, though, the fact that we have like more than enough homes in existence for every person on Earth to have one, right? There are enough homes in the world that we could realistically house everyone, but we don't. We don't do that, and instead, a small group of wealthy people can just snap up all of them to make even more money, while other people starve and struggle to get by. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts, right? Hi, welcome to the Flawless Fae Communism promotion. I'm here to tell you all, fuck capitalism. But like actually. Hello, old lady. Oh, hello again. Of course you're here. Calling it quits, I see. No, I fell. It's over. That's probably for the best. The mountain doesn't pull any punches. Yeah, I get it. I wasn't strong enough to climb your stupid mountain. You can laugh at me again if you want. I didn't mean actually laugh. Sometimes you gotta know when to throw in the towel. You'll get over it. You know what? I had a lot of time to think climbing out of this cave, and I'm already over it. That part of me was right. I can't do this. Now hold on a second, Dill Girl. Now hold on a second. I have done audios themed around that. They're spicy Patreon exclusive audios. They do exist. I'll just go home to my sad life and be miserable forever. You clearly aren't over it. Shut up. I know. I don't want to give up. But no matter how hard I try, she sabotages me every step of the way. A lot of kids come here to climb this mountain, only to give up. You're perfectly fine, Builderby. We probably shouldn't talk about it in too much detail here, but I am aware it exists, and I am a fan personally. It's a shame that you fell. We're starting to think you'd make it. What makes me so special? I've never met someone so angry at themselves. Honestly, I thought you'd reach the summit just to spite yourself. Gee, thanks. The girl you're talking about sounds like she's holding you back. Talk to her. Figure out why she's so scared. You think she's scared? I guess I never thought of it that way. Stop wasting both of our time and ask her. HDG is something that we absolutely cannot talk about in too much detail on Twitch, but it's pretty straightforward to look up. It's about alien plants and spice and pets, normal pets. What have you got to lose? It is very, very, yes. I don't know how to find her. She's part of you, right? If you look for her, she won't take long to find. So you know about the mountain's power? Of course I know, I live here. I tried to warn you. You need to work on your messaging. A glimpse at the truth is good for people. Even if most can't accept what they see. That's perfectly fair, Para. It's not for everyone. It is really not for everyone. It's got a very niche target audience, which I happen to be strongly a part of. There's no shame in running back to your car and driving away. Someday you'll be ready, then you'll come back. No. I'm gonna see this through. No more running. I thought so. Good luck. Oh, we got more. How can you stand living here? Isn't it hard to deal with this all the time? It's true. You never really get used to it. But it keeps me sharp. I like that about it. So I don't yuck others' yums. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? The mountain is so confrontational. Sure, it doesn't beat around the bush. Celeste Mountain is a place of healing, dear. The first step of healing is confronting the problem. It's never easy. Tell me about it. I think one thing that it can be very important to do is to acknowledge what the hell? All right. You can acknowledge that, you know, something maybe squicks you out, makes you feel uncomfortable, isn't for you, while still, you know, saying like, well, maybe this is good for someone else. Maybe someone else will like this. It's just not for me, right? And I think it's important, as a rule, to try and avoid thinking with your disgust response, right? Because there are things that gross me out, right? And that weird me out, and that I'm not comfortable with, or that don't make sense to me. What is squick? Squick is a fandom term. But it's a way to describe the feeling of like, this feels kind of gross or uncomfortable for me in like a fic or in fandom or whatever. If I say something squicks me out, that means that it kind of makes me feel kind of icky and weird. And it's very important that you don't think with your disgust response, right? Because that's how you become reactionary and maybe a little bit cruel, is if you think something grosses me out, so it must be wrong. That's how you get people who are incredibly reactionary and awful, right? Because people think about just the existence of a trans girl and they say, that, I don't understand it, it grosses me out, it weirds me out, I don't like it, so it must be bad. And then all the justifications, all of the other things that they say come after that. They come out of that, right? It's not... The arguments that are made are not really where the origin of their feelings comes from. The origin is that I don't understand this and it grosses me out. Let me justify that grossed out feeling to myself and to others. And so yeah. Like, HDG as a thing that exists would definitely be uncomfortable and icky to some people. And realistically, morally, not something that should ever happen in real life. But when we're looking at it as a hypothetical, as a story, as some fiction to be enjoyed, and a world to imagine, and perhaps to enjoy oneself engaging with, there's nothing wrong with that, right? There you have it. We're going into an ad break now. Agony. Blech. Okay, maybe... What? Oh, the way that moves feels weird. We're going on a ride. Me when I go. Yeah, there's a reason it's fiction. You know, okay, before we go into this conversation with Battlein, because I think we're going into an ad break anyways. I engage with certain media that might be considered problematic, right? I'll say that. I have certain traumas, right? And so I engage with certain things. But the thing is, right? If it's okay with me, like, if someone is allowed to, like, yeah, okay, I experienced this traumatic thing and I processed it by making it a spicy thing to me, which is a thing that happens. It's a natural response, and that's totally okay, and it's a thing that I've done. The thing is, if you say it's only okay in that circumstance, then you suddenly demand anyone who has that desire that you like push them to like share their trauma, right? Which is stupid. It's stupid, right? So I say just let people do what they want as long as no one's getting hurt. That's the fundamental core of my belief on many things. I'm gonna dink my oiter. But on the whole, right? Even if something grosses me out, even if something is something that I don't understand, even if there's something that I find weird, like, the fact is, as long as everyone involved in a thing is a consenting adult, I don't care. Right? That's it. That's it. If people can make their own choices as long as they're not hurting anyone else, right? And they're not impeding on anyone else's choices. That is the fundamental, strongest tenet of my own personal morality, is that people can do what they want as long as they're not hurting anyone. So that's my perspective. Looking for me. I thought you were done with me. That was a mistake. I'm sorry. You think you've got it all figured out. You think you don't need me. I said I'm sorry. We need to move past this. You expect me to trust you? You aren't innocent here either. 20-minute long tangent caused by a single reference? That's what happens on this channel, yes. That's what I do. I take a thing and I yap about it. But I know you're scared. Look, we're at rock bottom. There's no point in fighting. I can keep digging. I could pull us down to the center of the earth. What would be the point? Let's climb out of here. Together. Come close to me and I'll make you regret it. Hey. I wanna hug ya. I'm coming for the hugs. Hey, yo, this is kind of sick as hell. I just ran into the goddamn spikes. No! This is the part where you fight depression. This is self-love. This is what self-love looks like. Ah, damn. Ah, yeah. If my depression manifested as a goth baddie, nothing would be able to stop me. Hello, Nikki Martin. I just jumped straight into that. Blah. Trying to get that high score. I'm just trying to beat the game for the first time. That's my current goal. No! Ah, damn. Bah. Okay. I got it this time. I got it this time. Check it out. Check it out. Check this shit. Blig. Glig. Blue. Seal mode. We're locking in. Blue. 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 Blah. Blah. Ah. Welcome to Flawless Feels. Flawless Feel? You know what? I would make for a cute feel, now that I think about it. Flawless Feel Gaming. Sfeel is a solid Pokemon, I will admit. The best Pokemon? That's a tall order. You know what? Let's take some guesses. What do y'all think are my favorite Pokemon? I have two that are close to the top. I'm admittedly pretty basic in my Pokemon taste. My favorite type is not fairy, actually. I mean, there are lots of fairy types that I like, but, well, I guess I'll say my two favorite Pokemon are not fairy types. One of my favorite Pokemon is an evolution, but it is not Sylveon. I know that Sylveon is the stereotypical trans girl Pokemon. Seen a lot of Umbreon, a lot of Espeon mentions, but no, Leafeon is correct. Leafeon is one of my two favorite Pokemon. I love Leafeon. Leafeon's great. My other favorite Pokemon is in fact a starter. Let's see. Charizard, no. Bulbasaur, Rowlet, Oshawott. It is not Sprigatito. That is a friend's favorite. It's not Poplio. It is a water type, I'll give you that. What? Let's see. It is Piplup. It is Piplup. So my favorite Pokemon overall is Piplup. My favorite evolution is Leafeon. I love my little penguin guy. We can list all 81. No need. You see, this also might just be a sort of a bias thing because Diamond was my first Pokemon game. But I like that little penguin. That's my buddy. Oh, there's spikes there. Damn. Bleh. This one's tricky. Ah, no! So close. Damn. What Pokemon do I get in the Mystery Dungeon quiz? I haven't done that quiz in a bit. So I don't remember. I think in my last playthrough I was a Vulpix, but I don't know if it was because of the quiz or because I chose. Because I do like Vulpix. I need to stop doing this. I keep making the same mistake. Okay, you know what? I actually have a new plan. I have a new idea. And it worked. And then I still fell into the same thing. I am so good at platformers. This is a thing that is well documented, that I am amazing at platformers. Come here! Let me give you a hug. Let me tell you it's gonna be okay. Ah, too early. Ah. Whew. No. If you aren't, you know, if you aren't a little bit gay for yourself, like, what's the point, you know? Any plans for future games I want to stream? After we finish Celeste, one of my big plans is Resi 9. Another big plan is Monster Hunter Rise, which we're gonna do with my partner, actually, which should be fun. I keep doing that. Yeah, so I've played Rise, but I've never made it to Sunbreak, actually. And so that needs to be corrected. Which weapon will I main? Historically, I usually main Insect Glaive is like a huge mainstay of mine since it became a thing that exists. Beyond Insect Glaive, it kind of depends on the game, and I know Rise switches things up. I play Longsword pretty frequently, but in Wilds, I actually play a ton of Gunlance. I really like Wilds Gunlance. So it's probably gonna be mostly Insect Glaive, but I think I'm gonna mix it up with other things. I don't super like what they did with Insect Glaive in base Rise, at least. Because, you know, original House Celeste, I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. We're doing some self-love. Like, yeah, sure, the aerial maneuvering was not necessarily a super strong part of Insect Glaive's identity when it first became a thing. But after Worlds, going back to non-aerial Insect Glaive feels really weird. And the fact is, in Rise, aerial glaive, like the Insect Glaive still has a ton of aerial maneuvering, but because everything in Rise has a ton of aerial movement, it feels less special for it, you know? Yeah, like they made every weapon super mobile in the air in Rise. which, like, is great. It makes those other weapons feel really, really fun and dynamic in that game. But it does feel like a little bit of what became a part of Insect Glave's identity gets taken away. I just jumped into that. No, I like everything having aerial movement too. It's just that as someone who plays Insect Glaive, it feels like Insect Glaive in base Rise didn't get much new at all, right? Like all the weapons got these super crazy, awesome wire bug skills. And then Insect Glaive gets, what, a slightly different way of launching into the air? Like, it feels like everything else became more aerial, and Insect Glaive got basically nothing. So yeah, when I played through base Rise back in the day, that was the first time I used Gunlance. And I played a lot of Gunlance and, ooh, that's kinda awkward. I played a lot of Gunlance and a lot of Longsword in that one. But I still played Insect Glaive because I adore Insect Glaive. It's everything to me. There's my little mini ramble about Rise Insect Glaive. I do think... Hi, Pachacutie, welcome in. I do think that, to me, Wild's Gunlance is one of the best feelings in the world. I think, as much as I did play and really enjoy Gunlance in Rise when I played it, Gunlance in Wilds, it feels so juicy. It feels so nice. There we go. It's kind of a niche series of games. It's got more broad appeal than it used to have, but... Oh god. Okay. Oh, there's a gem there. Okay. I did you a favor. You aren't a mountain climber. I'm just trying to help you. None of this would have happened if you had listened to me. Death comes for us all. Come hear me. Whoop. Okay, okay, so that's just what everything's doing now. But hello. Hashtag Mimey. Okay. This is a very long thing. Whee. Ever heard of Fury? I've beaten it. It's an amazing game. I do highly recommend it. It's an absolute favorite of mine. Okay. Oshiro was long because I kept dying. You see. Oh. Oh, I started moving to the side earlier. Thought I said Yuri. I'm always thinking about Yuri. I've also played and beaten Yuri, for you see I'm in a lesbian relationship. Ah, damn. Ah. This is tough. Wait a second. In a way, I'm sort of playing Yuri right now. I do think the game would have been over much sooner if Madeline and Badeline simply together kissed. Matcha Cutie, I'm always having those moments. They're very important to me. Oh, damn. He just jumped straight into the spikes. Oh my god. By the power of lesbianism, we will triumph. I should have stayed down. I think that actually would have missed. can't go that way. I can't go that way. Oh, hell. Pro tip, love yourself. Exactly. Okay. Okay, I know what I have to do. It's just hard. Bam. 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 Ah, damn it. Okay, 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 okay. Wow. Oh. Whoop. Ah. I'm having a spippy. We're locked in. We're locked in. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I heard the chime sound. Think my order. I would love to. No! Oh, there were springs there that I didn't see. So close. Ah. Ah. Life could be dream. Ah. Okay. Me? I'm coming to smooch ya. I'm on my way. Hello. Fine. You win. I guess you don't need me after all. You want me to go away? I'll try. It's not what I want. I need your help more than ever. Please, let's work together. Work together. You're joking, right? It's okay to be scared. Oh. This too is Yuri. Level up? Now, I'm the goth baddie? Oh. Now I'm the goth baddie. But don't worry, I'm still bad at games. Here we go. Systems can triple jump. This is true. This is a true fact. Okay, platform up there. Inside you, there are 2 trans women. Promise? Please? Okay, glad we're all on the same page. Ah! Yuri! Yuri makeout session! How did we do that? If we can climb like that, maybe we can still reach the summit. You still want to climb the mountain? Why would we go back up there? It's good to see you two playing nice. Hey, thanks for talking some sense into me earlier. Oh, don't mention it. I'm glad I can still be useful every now and then. Madeline! That's probably Theo. Yeah, there he is. Madeline, you okay? I ran down to help, but looks like you're doing fine. Thanks, Theo. Honestly, maybe that fall was what I needed. Is this the party that you were talking about? She's like an adorable goth, Madeline. You were right, Theo. You shouldn't be afraid of her. If she and I work together, I think we can still finish the climb. That's so rad. Wait, no. I didn't agree to this. You said we'd talk about things first. You're right. I understand that you're scared. But we both know that this is something we want to do. We have to try. One last time. Yeah, you got this. I don't know. We were so close, and then we, well, the mountain tore us apart. Yeah, that happened. But I have to believe we can put that behind us. I have to believe we're capable of this. It's not a bad idea. It'll still be difficult, mind you, but I'm amazed you got as far as you did, butting heads like you were. I reckon you can make it if you cooperate. Okay. I'll try. Can I help? You've already done so much for me. Let me hold your bag at least. Good idea. This won't take long. Ho ho ho. Because we're gonna use the power of Yuri. The mountain made Madeline plural. And that's a beautiful thing, honestly. Chapter 7. The Summit, baby. Hi, Slagmite. Hello, hello. She is allergic. They make her sick. It's very unfortunate. Hell yeah. Rotate a Madeline in your mind. Blech. I'm gonna be honest, the trans girl double jump was already pretty impressive. The plural system triple jump though, that's a huge buff. Oh, yeah. Oy. Oh, I think I screwed up. Yeah. There we go. I like all the dance emotes. What? How do I... Oh, wait, does the spring refresh it? It does. Okay. Hell yeah. Oh, this is fun. Oh, I like this a lot. As long as I, you know, don't screw it up. Okay. Oh, there's a little screw up. There we go, much better. Yeah. Ho ho ho, we got berries. It's a beautiful day for berries, you know. Don't talk to me about what I was thinking there. I don't know. Ooh, okay. Oh no, that's death. Oh, so close. Wait a second. Now that she has pink hair, she's just like me. That's me. Turns out I was Madeline Celeste the whole time. I was Madeline Celeste the whole time. Wow. That's me. Ah, so close. So close, so close. Kinda slick, right? Oh, so close, so close, so close. Okay. I know what I have to do. I'm getting so good at platforming. What the hell is this? What the heck is this, huh? Oh, well, it's death is what it is. What? Oh, but I die there. But I want berry. Don't they understand that I literally want berry? Is it wrong for a girl to want berry? No, because that still doesn't work. You still don't work. Eh. I'm I'm wasting my dash. I need to figure this out. Ah. I'm sorry, Barry. I'm sorry. Yuri time. Yuri time. Yuri time! We're getting the hang of that. If you say so. This mountain doesn't stand a chance. Stop jinxing it. This game really is, it really is the Yuri with yourself, and I think that's so beautiful. Are we gonna be going like back through all of the mechanics from different parts of the game? Oh, okay. I am looking, I'm not comprehending. But nice. You tempt me. You sly devil, you tempt me so. Maybe... Surely not. Yeah, I mean, these floors do look a little slippery. I'm gonna be honest. Bah. Wait. I know what I want to do. I know the method that I have in mind. There we go. Oh. Nice. Oh, but there's a secret over there. Ugh. I'm not a sheep, I just go bleh sometimes. I'm not a sheep. I'm a dragon girl. I'm gonna fight you. Bleh. Eh. No! Oh, I'm so cozy now, though. Wait. I tell you this. Patch a cutie. Patch a cutie. I'm not a sheep. I am not a sheep. Hi, baby. What's up? It's everyone's just making fun of me for being a sheep, apparently. Mm-hmm. Well, heck. Oh, chat says hi. That's the most important part. Boy, come here. Come here, my son. Come hither. Welcome to the Celeste stream. Everyone's here. We got Lynn, we got the sun. Yes, send your Rav emotes. Praise him. Praise the king. Yeah, Dill girl, whole gang's here. Rain your Rav emotes upon me. Lynn is my partner, yes. Just gotta do my usual thing. Give me one moment. Hey, go follow my partner. They also stream. Well, there's that. Go follow my partner. Twitch.tv/Stomblin. They're awesome. Thank you, my minions. Yeah, this one's so hard. It's completely optional. It's so hard. Yeah. I don't know if anyone else does this, but I have a habit of like swearing and expressing frustration through the methods of different countries. Like it's a long-standing habit. And so like saying like scheisse when I'm mad. It feels good, you know? When I'm in a certain kind of mood, it feels nice to swear in German. I'm gonna dink my oiter. A personal favorite, and this is like I've forgotten a lot of my Mandarin, right? Because I took Mandarin classes in high school. But one thing that I do very, very fondly and very strongly remember, right, is when someone in class learned, like found in the textbook, "aya," which is an expression of frustration, right? The book describes it as similar to going like, "Oh God," and obviously as a bunch of high school kids, we latched onto that almost immediately and started like trying to find ways to squeeze it into everything. And our teacher hated it like so much. But like, it's honestly stuck with me. As a way of saying like I'm frustrated. Just hitting them with the ayah. It feels good. It really does. Oof. Dumb egg. Bundan. My tones are terrible, by the way. I have no memory of most of the tones, unfortunately, and Chinese is a tonal language. I don't know if y'all are aware of necessarily what that means, if you're, native English speakers and have not studied. But a tonal language is one where the tone of speech, like the pitch, changes the meaning of a word. So in Mandarin Chinese, there are 4 tones. There's one where you stay an even pitch, one where the pitch goes up over the course of the syllable, one where it goes down, and then one where it goes down and then up. And if you use the wrong tones, it can really, really drastically change the meaning. And unfortunately, I do not currently remember most of the tones. Are you beach ready? There are toneless words as well, yeah. But unfortunately, it's been a while since I studied my Mandarin, and so I am quite out of practice. I think I'm just not gonna put up with that. But ayah is something that has always stuck with me since then. That one's special to me. Oh, what is this? What is this? How am I even... How on earth am I supposed to do that? Yeah, because if I... Huh. Yeah, and then it's gone. You gotta jump? Hold on a second. No way. I don't know if I've ever jumped before. That's like a huge new tech. You gotta grab it as it flies away? Alright, I'll try that. What? Oh, that does work. Okay. I can do it. Not like that, though. You damn berry. Come here. I need you for my fruit salad. Death comes for us all. I'm doing quite well, Luckwagon. I hope you're doing well yourself. Gaming! Alright, who here watched The Wiggles when they were a kid? Show of hands. Who watched The Wiggles? Because I'm about to make you all jealous. I'm about to make you all jealous. I'm so for real right now. The Wiggles. A musical kids program. You see, kind of a cool thing I did when I was a kid when I was a kid, I got to see them in concert. I got to see the Wiggles live in concert. And it was so awesome. Yeah, actually, my parents took my sister and I to see the Wiggles live, and it was amazing. I have very little memory of it because I was very small, but I remember liking it a lot. Hey, baby. Yeah. The Wiggles are in fact still a thing. I don't know if it's the same group that it was back in my day though. In my day. Back when I used to watch the Wiggles, things were different. Oh, we have an ad break starting soon. Cringe. Oh, so close. So close. Yeah, that's what I figured. They'd be pretty like old by now. Oh, damn it. Whoop. There we go. Easy. Fun fact though. Here's another fun fact. Even if you're not necessarily familiar with the Wiggles, you're probably familiar with Crocodile Hunter, yes? We are playing Vanilla Celeste. This is my first time. I assume everyone here is familiar with the Crocodile Hunter. Amazing man that he was. There was actually, back in the day, a Wiggles Crocodile Hunter crossover movie. And I do own that DVD. I have that DVD. It's in storage right now, but I have it. Yeah, a movie. The Wiggles did songs about all sorts of different animals. It was so good. The Kookaburra song gets stuck in my head pretty regularly to this day, to be honest. Okay. Oh, death. Blah. Should I be a seal? Okay. Maybe we'll make a seal emote for the channel at some point. Oh. Neat. We're gonna have a bunch of emotes that are just animals. We're gonna have seals, we're gonna have hogs. Gonna be a whole soup. Seal Girl audio when? We've talked about this. I just don't know how good of quality ASMR I can produce with the basic concept of just going bleh, 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 bleh. Oh, I should have gone up. I mean, admittedly, I did a Raccoon Girl audio recently. You just have to think of how to justify it, right? You just have to, it's a test of creativity. Ah-ya! Give me that fruit. There we go. Lesbianism. Go. Gay powers. Activate. Seal Girl has nightmare. Oh, poor Seal. She doesn't deserve to have nightmares. Oh. What? Wait a second. Oh, I have been overcomplicating this. There. There we go. Lesbianism. Activate. How are you feeling? I'm fine. I'm just waiting for something to go wrong. No matter what happens, I'll be right there with you. You know what's really scary? I'm starting to believe you. These girls. These girls. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Bleh. Up. Oh, that's not something you can stand on. Oh god. Oh no. I have made a terrible mistake. Eh. Nope. Oh, I forgot that. There. No, death comes. Scamper, scamper. Skitter, skitter. Amazing. How do I get that one down there? Oh, like, okay, I see. Not bad. Not bad, Faye. Wrong button. Death. Sick with it? She's kinda sick with it, chat. Nope. Bah, my death. Hashtag my death. Sometimes it's kind of hard to control the angle at which things happen. Like, sometimes it just feels a little bit weird, and I still haven't fully gotten the hang of it. Okay. Clean. Now I read Yuri for the next minute. Good way to pass the time. Good way to pass the time. What is this? Okay, so I have to get up there, huh? Okay, I see, I see, I see. Not like that. On the Yuri grind set. So close. Celeste speedrun's gotta be, like, so sick, honestly. Like, if people know what they're doing and, like, how to work these systems to their advantage, it's gotta be so sick. Unfortunately, I'm not one of the people who knows how to work these systems, but I won't die. No. I don't know what I'm doing wrong there, but... Oh, okay. Very good. Amazing. Okay. Okay, I see. Smooth. Smooth as hell. Less smooth. Hashtag my me. Hashtag my me. Hashtag my me. My me? Yeah, I'm on your Tomodachi Life Island. I've put myself there. Nice job back there. Look at you. Miss Positivity over here. You're so supportive. Don't push your luck. Oh god. No, don't do this to me. Ah. I don't like timing. Ah. Agony. I am in a constant state of suffering in this. Oh. The hotel zone, you know what? Just because I know how bad at the hotel area I am, I'm just gonna move. No Bewi here. Oh, right, those. Okay. What is this? What is this? I don't like that. That one, I don't like. Oh my god. It's a Twitch extension. So it has to be like installed client side. I don't remember the exact name of it off the top of my head. If someone in chat would like to assist with the pronoun extension. Oh my god. Bleh. Bleh. Oh. Thank you, Seal. It got me through that very quickly. Well, there's death. Oh wait, I don't even have to go over that, do I? I think I do have to go over that though. Okay. Well, of course I do, but I need to dash to get over that, is what I was trying to say. No! Oh, his goop. He's always doing this to me. With his damn goop. Hate. Let me tell you how much I have come to hate. We're fine. We're fine. We're so fine. Why am I back in this transphobe's hotel? Get me out of here! I don't like this place. I don't like this man. What am I doing? Doctor, turn off my seal inhibitors. Gig. Oh. Oh, fuck. Get me out of the building. Get me out of the building. I miss my wife, Tails. Oh, ain't that a son of a bitch. Okay. Okay, that wasn't so bad. That was... hold on a second. Let's see, Dino Bird Girl. Standing here, I see your lies. You were just like Seal, tried to make Seal story. But who's to judge the seal from Seal? When our seal is down, I think we'll both agree that seals breed seals. They do tend to do that. That is how you make more seals. And in the end, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm gonna take a moment, have a little sip of my coffee. Delicious. Please don't fuck this up. Rav Smooch? Yeah, you know what? You know what? We're taking a break. We're taking a little break to kiss a boy. Where is my son? Bring him to me. Boy abduction. Successful. What? Here you go, sir. Welcome to the stream. Once again, Ravioli. How we doing? How we doing? He's placed himself like directly in front of the screen now. That's fine, he's allowed. Yeah, you can do whatever you want, Rav. The angel and the devil on my shoulders. So scary. Okay. Just don't fuck up. Just don't screw up, forehead. It's easy. No! I've already fucked up. Never mind. Wait, all that does is just move that out of the way. Okay. That's fine then. I thought I was gonna have to worry about more stuff. Okay. One demands kisses. The other demands kisses. That's a tough thing. See, Rav, he makes a lot of cameos. I don't know how difficult it would be to make him cooperate on purpose for an ASMR audio, is the thing. My posture is perfect, I'll have you know. No! Hi! He should start his own ASMR career. We've talked about that, actually. You know, we've talked about, honestly, the only reason I've done as well as I have is because of his hard work. I'm a leech. Taking from his success secret? Accidental secret. What kind of nonsense is this? What kind of nonsense is this? Oh my god. You can't put me through this game. Ha 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 ha. I'm dying. My heart is a ruins! The gamer, actually, turns out. Blech. Yay! I don't know what that noise was. I became something, but I have no idea what. Okay. Okay. A seal doing a purr? Undulated seal joy. Or unadulterated? You know, I started playing a new gacha recently. Shocker, I know, me playing a gacha. I started playing one that came out yesterday, and I have thoughts. I think this one probably is not gonna be one that I stick to. Very few I stick to for super long periods because, because obviously you only have so much time in the day, so I try to save my time for the genuinely good ones. And this one is okay, question mark. It's called Neverness to Everness. It came out yesterday. And I've talked about how, you know, I enjoy playing gachas for you know, research purposes often, like genuinely. I find them fascinating academically. As far as like the types of monetization schemes they have and the ways they do things. And this really has kind of crystallized one of my perspectives about what makes a successful or good gacha, okay? So Neverness to Everness is a new open world gacha game that has a pretty interesting premise, honestly, on its face. It's got a similar idea to like Control or like SCP stuff, where there are anomalous things in the world, and you help to contain them. And the way it does those is genuinely quite good. The way it portrays those things is really, really well done. But that's not super what I'm here for, right? I'm here because I want to study the gacha, the gacha side of things. And when I timed that so badly. And the ways that it's trying to make money, right? Because at the end of the day, a gacha game is trying really hard to make money. Oftentimes in sort of predatory ways. And so it's a free game with a bunch of microtransactions. And it is. The thing is, right? Where you went over there, I did not expect that. And it has some really interesting things going on, okay? So first off, as far as like the character appeal goes, because that's the first thing that really determines whether a gacha is going to be successful or not. There are like two main aspects, in my experience, that determine whether a gacha is going to succeed. The first of which is, how is the gacha system put together? How is the pity? Because if you have a gacha that's too unforgiving, you're going to drive people off, right? It has to feel like you can get the things you want. I hope Mr. Oshiro's okay. Why? He treated you like garbage. Yeah, but I still care about him. And you didn't have to snap at him like you did. Whatever. I mean it, you're way too aggressive. Well, you put too much energy into bad people, who will just end up hurting you. Mr. Oshiro isn't a bad person. He transformed into a monster. He tried to hurt you. And now you're defending him? I'm not defending him. I'm on your side here. I'm mad at him too. I might still be in that hotel if you hadn't forced the issue. But I still hope he's alright. Okay. I'm sorry. For snapping at Mr. Oshiro. Thanks. It's in the past now. The thing is, right? There's the pulling, and so far NTE has an interesting system. You're playing a board game, by which I basically mean Candyman. How do the bubbles work again? They just shoot you a tiny bit, I think, right? There we go. But the other thing that I very strongly believe in general about gachas is that, right, those. The biggest thing that determines whether a gacha succeeds or not is the quality of its characters. Right? You have to make people want to pull the characters. And there are two ways that different games do that. You have games that focus on the visual appeal of characters, right? So, you know, games that are like, hey, you think this lady's really pretty, right? You think this lady's really, really pretty, don't you? So you want to pull her because of that, don't you? And then you have gachas that focus on the character writing. And the gachas that tend to succeed the best, right? The ones that do the best are usually the ones that do both of those things. And when I look at Neverness to Everness, the gameplay is fairly solid, genuinely. I enjoy the gameplay. The world exploration is solid. Sorry, focusing on the actual game I'm playing right now. Just talking about my fixation on gacha games, and a particular gacha that just came out. But a gacha that's gonna succeed will usually do both. Neverness to Everness, thus far, having played it so far, is that I think it's leaning more on the visual appeal of the characters than anything. I have not felt very strongly attached to the characters. And admittedly, I'm pretty early in the game, so it's entirely possible that I am in agony right now. It's entirely possible that, you know, the character writing might improve, but they feel very much like currently sort of one-note tropes, like checking off a checklist, you know? That's the impression that I currently get from Neverness to Everness. Which means they have to be leaning on the visual appeal, right? But I was talking to my partner when I was looking at them and starting to play the game. And this also kind of supports my theory that they're leaning more on the visual appeal. First off, there are some really, really dramatically horny characters. Like one of the first characters you see in the opening cutscene, she is something. Ayah. Oh, poor slime buddy. But there are so many little design choices that have gone into this game that do genuinely fascinate me so much. Like, my partner is an artist, right? They're a very talented 2D artist. I am also technically an artist, but I don't usually do characters. It's just not my specialty. I do structures and things, so I don't pay as much attention. But they pointed out something. How do I manage to talk and play? Stream of consciousness. I just let my brain go where it goes. I try very hard not to think too much about the things I'm saying. I do rock4.obj. Yeah, exactly. That's the stuff I love doing. I love environment work. Which I will say, Neverness to Everness does have a really gorgeous world. But we were playing the game, or they were watching me play the game, and this one blue-haired cat girl showed up. And, okay, so I need to get there with still a dash left, but I have no idea how to do that. This wind is way too strong. Oh, well, like that. Yeah, there was a blue-haired cat girl. Her name is Mint. When she first appeared, we were, like, joking that she was like Miku. Because I joke that every blue-haired character is Miku. But when Mint appeared, my partner made an interesting note that her chest felt a little bit weirdly modeled as far as anatomy goes. It felt like it was lower down than it should be, but it still was very like perky and jutting straight out. And so it looked a little bit off. It looked a little bit off, right? And they're like, that's not how bodies work. That's not what that looks like, right? Like, if you want to have them lower like that, they'd be a different shape, just because of how gravity functions. And I bring it up because I think I figured out why they've done it. Because I figured out they are absolutely angling for the visual appeal angle of things, right? And so you would think, like, okay, well then surely they'd want the character to look visually coherent in that way. And every character with like a big chest is that way. And so it's like, why is it like that? Why is it like that? Well, among the many things you can do with the characters in this game, you can invite them on dates, right? You can have them sit shotgun in your car while you're driving places. You can invite them to your house, and then the main thing you can do when you have them there is like do a little bit of talking or tell them to emote. And the emotes are, you know, some of them are wholesome and sweet. Sometimes it's like, okay, hold hands. And then other times it's bleh. And then other times it's, I want you to crouch in this pose, or like do a big stretch, and it's like very clear by the animation what it's going for. But the thing is, with that in mind, knowing what they're going for, you ask yourself why they've done things that way specifically. And I think the answer is because they have a first-person camera. You can go into first-person mode. And when you do, instead of doing, because the way they have it set, right, is that the model is actually visible while you're in first person. You can see the body if you look down. And it's not useful in combat. You can't properly play the game that way. But you can go into first person and spend some time that way and look down. And they didn't even properly adjust the models for it. Because normally, if you're gonna do first person and have the ability to look down at your body, they would get rid of the head. So when you go first person, it swaps to a version of the model that doesn't have the head. So there's no clipping or anything like that. They did not do that with this. And it's very obvious they didn't do that because there are certain animations where you'll get like a tiny bit of clipping with the camera, and you'll see like the hair or whatever flick into your field of view. So they clearly did not get rid of the head model. They've just put the camera there. And so with that camera placement, with where they've put the camera, and with where they've situated the chest, the way they've set that up, it means that in that specific circumstance, when you are in first person and you look straight down, they're very prominent and visible. And they would not be if the camera was in the place that it was without it being adjusted. And I just think that's so fascinating, the decision made, right? They could have adjusted something else. They could have made a separate model. But I guess the idea was to save on resources, but they still really wanted you to be able to like look at the chest in first person or whatever, but they didn't want to bother with getting rid of the head. And so the solution was to position the chest lower and then set the camera just on the model. It's such an interesting solution to a problem that honestly shouldn't have existed. And this is one of the many reasons that I like playing all of the different gachas, right? Because the decisions made for whatever reason they're going for, I find really, really fascinating. You have a solution, no first person, but then you couldn't get first person look at beautiful boba, could you? I am 100% certain, because there's no gameplay benefit to being in first person. There is none. I am so certain that is the reason that they added first person at all. Oh wait. Oh, I see. I understand it now. So, thank you for listening to my little gacha ramble. My personal rule is that when a new gacha comes out, that is, one that I intend to perform my studies on, I will play it seriously for 1 week. That's my rule. If it's really good, it'll get added to the list of games that I actively play. But most cases, I'll play it for 1 week and then call it. And honestly, I am enjoying the game overall, right? I am really, really enjoying it overall. It's just the gacha system does not feel like it necessarily works. It's weird. You're playing Candyland as a gacha, basically. Wow, how do I do that? That's really... Oh, okay. Yeah, so when you pull in this game, you roll dice and advance on a game board, and the different spaces do different things. It is Candyland. You're not actually playing a board game, because you don't really make an impact on the things that happen. But you are basically playing Candyland. Well, thank you for the follow. I am probably gonna end stream soon-ish, or close to the time I would usually do that. Well, what the heck is that? What do I do there? Hello? Okay, everyone just smile. Everyone just smile sweetly. Hiya. Okay, I see. I know what I have to do. I just have to be good enough to do it. I am not a sheep. I'm a beautiful and strong dragon. Wait, no, and then, blah, 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 blah. I know what I have to do. You see that I know what I have to do. It's just hard. Guys, the game's hard. Can you make it easier? Actually, I think there is like a reduced difficulty mode I could turn on. Ugh. You will not infect me with your hive mind, I'm sorry to say. My will's just too strong. Ow. Game journalist mode? Never compare me to a games journalist again. I'm a fool, I'm a fool, I'm a fool. What if the hive mind has free HRT? Tempting. Very tempting. But I already got my HRT, so I'm doing good myself. If it was free, that would be nice, but it's not enough for me to join a hive mind quite yet. Ha ha ha! Ha ha! I'm good at games. Many have said this. I do already have Yuri as well, yeah. I'm pretty well set, you know? Boy. Oh, Strawberry, we're really in it now. Yeah. Ah, so close. Yeah, Wingberry runs away if you dash. There we go. Wait, I got that, didn't I? Didn't I? I totally got that. Rude. There we go. Thank you, Bowie. Oof. I think the next transition we get, stream's gonna end, okay? I've already gone a little bit longer than anticipated. By which I mean, like, a half hour. Alright, my friends. Onwards. We're ending after we transition. We're ending the stream after we transition, yeah. No. Is there a good place to post or send fan art? I'm most active on Tumblr. No. So if you at me on Tumblr, I will see it. I do also technically have a Twitter, but I'm not as active on there. I don't like Twitter very much. Of course, Tumblr's not been great towards trans femmes lately, but every other social media platform except maybe Blue Sky sets such a low bar that, like, Tumblr is still one of the better ones. We've almost made it. Well. Oh, I thought it was over. Oh god. Yeah, the CEO is a huge transphobe, and there have also been a lot of really massive ban waves towards trans women lately. And trans women being harassed off the platform, and it's lots of stuff. It's not great. What? Yeah. Anything involving trans women is way more likely to get flagged as mature, to the point where you can make a post and it won't get flagged as mature, and then if you make the same post but just include the word trans woman in it, or even just the word trans, then it will get flagged. It's that level of nonsense. But I still hold that it's better than a lot of social media platforms, because they set such a low bar. And that might also just be cope because it's the social media platform that I use the most. That was a close one. You're right, Madeline. Yeah, I wasn't sure if we'd make it. Maybe you were right. Maybe this is too dangerous. No. I was wrong. We can climb this mountain. I've got your back. And I believe in you. That means a lot to me. I feel like I want to put this off until next stream, right? But I also feel like if I do that, we're not gonna have much for the next stream, will we? Oh well. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, and I'm a little EP tired, so I think we are gonna call it there for today. And we can play around with ideas if we happen to finish it pretty early in the next stream. So let's see who we can pay a visit to. Ooh. You wanna pay a visit to a Slay the Spire 2 stream? Do you wanna go to a Slay the Spire 2 stream? You wanna go do that, my friends? Slay the Spire 2! The second one! Alright, let's get going then. Let's go say hi. Let's go say hi. Alright. I'm gonna send the raid off real soon, so if you wanna hop in, you better hop in now. You better hop in now, my friends. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Onwards!